today. From the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans, it's Week 11 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Welcome to the NFL Madden 2021 football. How is everybody's Monday morning?
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us
let's get this thing kicked off
at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Atlanta Falcons. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. The Saints trot onto the field behind the veteran right arm of Drew Brees, a former Purdue Boilermaker who entered the league back in 2001.
And I'll bet right now there's just one thought in his mind.
Win the game.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. He played pretty well. I mean, he didn't turn over the ball in terms of interceptions,
no,
right?
Two touchdown passes last week.
Two touchdown passes, but when your team doesn't win, that's just hollow. And the best quarterbacks don't care about anything but whether or not their team won.
And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
At the 30-yard line.
From the gun, it's Brees. And brought in by the tight end Cook. These guys hooking up right away here, Charles. 2 plays, both passes in his direction, and both catches.
And in our time together, have we not seen the tight end position continue to develop in the passing game? You know, at some point, we may not call them tight ends anymore. We may have to come up with an entirely different way of designating that position and what they do on the field. Because when I hear tight end, I think of the old school, hand in the dirt, blocking on the line of scrimmage. These guys are much more receiver than they are guys who are going to move in the running game.
A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a third and about 2.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Brees. And he's got his target, Harris. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 there and a New Orleans first down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8 at the Falcons' 16-yard line.
Shotgun now for Brees. That's complete right around the 8. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Building confidence after a loss, that's a good way to do it. The loss last game, but first drive here in this one, cashing it in for 6.
And they can talk all they want about putting a loss behind them. I think that drive there did more than any conversation they had, don't you think?
That's exactly right. Puts that to bed. And this is what they said all week long. A lot of things they needed to do differently. Whatever they said appears to have worked. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Matt Ryan, the longtime Falcon, a veteran who's been in the league since '08, ready to guide this Atlanta offense.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling?
Here we go, y'all.
He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him.
And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
It's a first down on a gain of 10. On first down, it's Gurley. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
From just shy of midfield, Ryan. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Hayden Hurst, former first-round pick, the intended target. And that'll make it 3rd down.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40.
This wrong damn button again.
They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Marcus Davenport able to record his 5th sack of the season. From midfield now, here's Ryan. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Chances are good. He's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that that could be a really, really frequent combination. Third and long. It's Ryan. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sack back at about the 43-yard line. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sack.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
Finally.
O'Neal with a safety blitz for the sack. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Another try after the first down sack. Breeze. That'll be complete to Cook. He's at the 50. 30. The 20. 10. 5. 5. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there on the catch and run. 85 yards. So that's about as long a non-scoring play as you're going to see from inside their own 10 to 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Pathetic.
A 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
I'd have to say we're all a little bit surprised there because at his age, with his speed, or should I say lack thereof, the only rushing touchdowns I would expect are on quarterback sneaks. But here, he found all of his guys covered, and he said, why not?
Wow.
And by the way, if that doesn't fire up your team to see the veteran like that risking his body for the touchdown, I don't know what will.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The throw over the middle taken in and brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
15.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
2nd and 7 at their 48-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. It's complete to Laquan Treadwell. Fights free, and he is into the end zone.
Finally, get a touchdown.
Complete to
Laquan Treadwell. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons draw a bit closer. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now,
Come on, guys.
They're locked in really well.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Breeze now on 1st down. And Cook has it, left side. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Emmanuel Sanders now with the Saints, but he was a member of these 49ers last year for the second half of the season during their run to Super Bowl 54. Sanders has it over the middle. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
It's a pickup of 6.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Now Breeze on 3rd down. Got a man. He finds Sanders.
Finally.
As Sanders has it poked free. And the Falcons grab it. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Holding. Defense.
Oh.
So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
The holding penalty and negates
Yeah.
a good return as they'll start just past the 20. Now Gurley. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
And there's a run there by Todd Gurley, and we all know he's looking to rebound from the least productive season of his career. And I think Atlanta presents him a great opportunity to do just that. They'll use him really well running it as well as catching it out of the backfield.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side.
Shit.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. From the gun, it's Ryan. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards on the play, first down.
And the Falcons.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right on there for the nice pickup.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
He's tackled.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down. So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
And oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One-handed. Love the effort. Not much production on that play, though, huh?
Not a whole lot of yardage. You get that grab, you probably want a first down.
And he'll be the one in the film session if he's saying, hey, run that one back, coach. Run that one back.
One more time.
Let's see that again.
One more time.
And they won't.
8 more times.
They won't. Didn't get much out of it.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
25-yard line.
The New Orleans offense set to take over. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back.
Now Breeze lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
Matt Ryan sacked.
Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A spin. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know It's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
This pass into the hands of the running back, Todd Gurley. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down. They run. It's Gurley. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles.
Oh, hi, Chris, buddy.
Right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Ryan going to get this complete to Hurst. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Ryan able to get this to Gurley, and he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Two minutes gone by, second quarter. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. To the right side and complete to Hurst. Not much there, only a yard.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Only a yard on the pickup, and now they've got a third down and 8.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here. That pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
2nd and 5 now. Ryan. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Touchdown.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons have taken the lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
25-yard line.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before.
Come on, defense.
It hasn't worked
Go to
so
someone
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays for one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Breeze going to throw. Left side here to Sanders. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 15 more yards there and quickly another first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that?
Come on,
On
defense.
first down, Breeze.
There you go.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Deion Jones has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. From midfield, here's
Defense.
Breeze. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Sanders. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he finds Cook. And he is going to have the Saints first
come on,
down as they're able
defense.
to get the third down conversion. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Breeze on the draw, gives to Kamara. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's Breeze to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
Thrown away and incomplete.
The Saints on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Defense.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Sanders. And he's going to have the Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. Now Breeze. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Dante Fowler in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for it.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. That is caught inside the 5. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for third down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Saints on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
Gain on the play.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Breeze going to go on 4th down.
Yeah.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Falcons able to muster together a goal line stand. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
And that run, that changes the whole mentality about the drive right there. They were starting on their own 2-yard line. They just wanted enough space to punt the football successfully. Now they're talking about putting together a drive.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
And some nifty footwork that time. It only amounts to a couple of yards, but could have been stopped before that. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow.
complete to Calvin.
A one-handed catch, that's one thing, but with a defender right there, that was a heck of a play.
It used to be that one-handed catch was instinctive in a game. Now it's a practiced move. They work on it before, after, during practice sessions. It becomes part of their repertoire, and it pays off.
It's a gain of 5.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
What's the deal, y'all?
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. On 3rd down, Ryan. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Nigel Bradham drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
14.
Well, the drive started the shadow of their own goalpost all the way back at the 2. Pretty nice job of getting downfield and at least getting 3.
Agreed on that one. A real nice job, because really their goal was to get out of the shadows of those goalposts and give themselves a little bit of room to help out their defense. Instead, they got 3 points out of it.
And we will not see a run back here from Harris. Getting set to go again here, the Saints and Drew Brees march out there again on offense. He's playing pretty well. I don't think it's necessarily him changing up something he's doing, but that O-line, they've got to protect him better.
They do. They've got to make sure that they give him more than enough time in order to find targets downfield. And sometimes what happens when these things are going on is that the field general will step up and say, hey, that's on me, guys. I didn't get rid of it fast enough. Anything to try and relax them a little bit and take some pressure off, because they do know that they are trying.
Yeah, well, we've seen the 4 sacks so far in this contest. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Brees. All the yards, completions, just another play that's a feather in the cap of the great career of Drew Brees.
And wasn't he supposed to be too small to be an effective quarterback in the NFL?
Yeah, how'd that work out?
Yeah, well, his footwork, I think, really sets him apart. Remember, he was a junior tennis champion. Beat Andy Roddick, the future U.S. Open champion, back when they were in the juniors. I think that footwork really helps him be the great quarterback he is now.
Now Brees finding Kamara. No gain there on the 1st down play. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out of the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans.
Touchdown, New Orleans! With touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Saints, if they convert the extra point, they'll have the lead. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to
I gotta make some kind of adjustments.
and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Here's Oliver. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. most of them want it to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And the Falcon first down.
Now Ryan. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
Well, we know he has pretty good hands on display there. In fact, he only needed one of them.
Yeah, nowadays, all these receivers work on this, right? They do the one-handed catches off the machine in practice. They do it with their quarterbacks. They do it contested, uncontested. They make it part of their repertoire.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Todd Gurley in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons have retaken the lead.
Well, someone has a sense of the dramatic here, don't they? Scoring this late in the half to take the lead going into the locker room.
Now they just don't want to misstep misfortune on the next kickoff because there's still a little bit of time left on that clock.
Yeah, you do have to bring that up, don't you? In the NFL, every play is critical. And if you give up something cheap there,
and then the 2-point version is good, so it's a 28-21.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. The NFL season going to be about 2/3 complete after this weekend, so lots to get to as we check out what's going on here in Week 11. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. And it's the Panthers who are out in front. DJ Moore, a touchdown reception. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And for the moment, they find themselves trailing the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. John Ross, a touchdown reception. Finally, we head to the shores of Lake Erie. See what's going on with the Cleveland Browns. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Philadelphia Eagles. Baker Mayfield has thrown a touchdown pass. In our game, it was the former MVP, Matt Ryan, with a strong first half. He's thrown for nearly 300 yards already as we get you back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
And our attention shifts to Todd Gurley. He's toppled the century mark already receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they bring him back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on.
Well, they might need to devote some extra attention to him, something just to stop the momentum he has. Here's a first down throw that's complete, and he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
On the pickup. Second and 6.
Here's Ryan. Going right side, he has Whitman. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. They go play action with Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Second and 5.
Another carry now for Gurley. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints 17. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Cameron Jordan, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
25-yard line.
Here's Emmanuel Sanders now as he and the rest of the offense march back onto the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
49-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Shotgun now for Breeze. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons 40. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Here's Kamara off the draw. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. They run it again with Kamara. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Alvin Kamara.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Out comes Calvin Ridley and the offense for their next drive. Good day for him so far here in the third quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards, but hey, it's third quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team.
Feed me more.
That means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like
Feed
he
me
can't
more.
throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really,
Okay,
really
I'll
sharp.
feed you more.
Legs still churning.
Like a giant pinball.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. Now it's Gurley.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, second down. The last run got 3, now here's 2nd and 7. Now a draw play for Gurley. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Complete to Jason Witten. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 31-yard line. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him old reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open. He finds a way to pick up a first down.
Brings up second.
On 2nd and 7, Ryan. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They got to get it to the 21 here on third down. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
A 43-yard attempt.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And that'll push the lead up to 17.
38. Saints 21.
So 3 field goals that he's hit. Now this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick. Right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
And we will not see a run back here from Harris. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there are going to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Now Breeze. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
Out of bounds at the 40.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze. Under a heavy rush, and there he goes.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
But yeah, that, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
At the 25-yard line.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Ryan's pass complete to Jason.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
The first down run with Gurley, good for only about 3. It's second down now.
He's across.
But that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints 42. And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him, that full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball in the backfield. Many people doubted him coming out because of the knee injury in college. They're seeing the full Todd Gurley now, and it hurts.
And he's taken down inside the 30. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves. Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Gurley. Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. Here's Gurley. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. If you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
So making 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives have bogged down, he's been automatic out there.
41-21.
So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
All right, defense.
Offense set to take over. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time. Well, I think after that run, the defense get back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
It's a good tackle right there. Come down and make a good tackle.
40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Breeze now to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Deion Jones in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Defense. Intercepted. Thank you.
And it's intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. And he's able
Sweet.
to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Well, both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch, counter punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake, here's Ryan. That is caught
Touchdown.
inside the 5. Touchdown, Falcons. Matt Ryan connecting on his 4th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Falcons turn that interception into a touchdown. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And we will not see a run back here from Harris. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, ah!
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
That right now,
About damn time.
that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
To try again after the sack. Breeze, throw left side complete. It's Sanders. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play there on the catch and run. 52 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Breeze here finding Kamara. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Alvin Kamara.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
A throw over the middle taken in. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Deontay Harris.
And these numbers on our monitor are getting hard to believe. He's closing in now right on the doorstep of 500 yards passing.
I'm glad that you watched the monitor and said it first, because I had trouble absorbing that. That's big time right there, right? That means everything just about has gone right for them and his squad in this game. Let's see if they can keep it up.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Kamara. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Grady Jarrett on the stop. A gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal. Trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. They'll try to run it in. It's Kamara. Oh, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
They'll go for it. It's Breeze. And it is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Falcons able to muster together a goal line stand. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. And they can't bring him down. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold, because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And 3.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Gurley. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Play action. Ryan. Caught on the right side by Treadwell. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 22 yards there, a 1st down. On 1st down, it's Gurley. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Nigel Bradham brings him down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
16 yards, a 1st down.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
Oh, boy, this isn't what you want to see. That's Todd Gurley, folks. Down on the field still. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot. And on that play, they were able to stop them short of a 1st down.
And his kick is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand.
Saints 21.
So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Took just 1 play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
First and 10 at the
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
The ball carrier.
This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength. So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Emmanuel Sanders with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Saints get a bit closer. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had to feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
2nd and 5.
Here's Ryan to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. His throw incomplete. It was the veteran safety Malcolm Jenkins who got a hand in there to disrupt it. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Escapes the sack. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Cameron Jordan, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
22.
From the gun, it's Ryan. That is caught at the 7. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
2nd and 3 at the Saints.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
Mario Davis on the tackle.
3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Call it a gain of a yard. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Todd Gurley taking it in, and the Falcons continue to pour it on.
And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to take over once again. Out comes the Saints offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Breaking that one up, the former All-Pro Josh Norman. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Breeze now. And he finds Cook. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield, here's Breeze. That'll be complete to Cook. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Throwing on first down is Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. A big offensive explosion help leading
58-28.
The defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every
Woo!
week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
No.
So for the Falcons,
Man, they didn't. Saints didn't run the ball at all.
to start the year. And they will get another road test next week as they head to Vegas to take on the Raiders. Meanwhile, for the Saints, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudenz. Guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
14-10, 18-7, 13-0, 17-7.
Scouting points are earned every week. Use all of your points because a portion of the remaining points will be lost when you advance the week.
Scouting points are earned every week. Use all of your points because a portion of the remaining points will be lost when you advance the week.
See, I have Raiders, Saints, Chargers, Tampa Bay, and Chiefs. And that Chiefs game is going to be tough because that's away. I got 2 home games, and then I got away, and then I got another home game against Tampa Bay, and then I got away. Alright, y'all. I'm going to sign this one off. I will probably see y'all for more of this. Probably some Village Eternity. I'll see y'all then. Have a good rest of your Christmas, and have a good rest of your New Year's, and have a good rest of your Monday. And I will see y'all here in just a bit. See y'all soon. Toodaloo for now. Bye. See ya. And ta-ta. Bye.